guys, it's Stock Curry, and in today's video I've got the market news that you need to know for Monday. We're also going to talk about some short squeeze potential stocks including AMC, PROG, BBIG, and more. So let's get into it! Okay, first our market news. Democrats are working to lower the $3.5 trillion benefits and climate bill to an amount that centrist Democrats will agree upon. Democrats are unlikely to finalize the bill by the end of October. The infrastructure bill is also tied to this bill, which means the infrastructure bill also won't be passed until November at the earliest. As Democrats spend more time on the benefits and climate bill, that will delay them from getting started on the spending bill and appropriations bill. Both of those bills will need to be passed by the end of November in order to avoid both a government shutdown and the country running out of money on December 3rd. Democrats were hoping to have the benefits and climate bill passed by the end of October so that they could focus on the spending and appropriations bill in November. But now that appears unlikely to happen. That means the same issues that caused the market to go down in September will show up again in the middle of November. Now this week is going to be all about earnings. We have earnings coming up from Johnson & Johnson, Netflix, Verizon, Tesla, AT&T, Snapchat, Intel, and more. So far, earnings have been great, with most earnings beating analyst expectations. That set the stock market higher last week, so we'll have to see if that bullishness can continue this week. Also, in the crypto world, the first Bitcoin futures ETF will start trading this week. It should be noted that this is a futures ETF, so this ETF doesn't buy actual Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been running up in anticipation of this, but the ETF itself will not have a direct impact on the price of Bitcoin. We're still waiting on an actual ETF that invests in Bitcoin itself for an ETF to have an impact on the price of Bitcoin. But this ETF is a good first step. Alright, let's get into our stock picks for today, as well as our update on our short squeeze plays. For those of you guys who are new to this channel, my name is Stock Curry. I used to work as an analyst for some large investment banks, and now I analyze stock picks on YouTube. Every day I spend hours and hours and hours watching YouTube videos, and then I consolidate all of the stock picks from the top YouTubers and I put them together into a single video. I give you both the cliff notes on their stock picks as well as my analysis on their stock picks. Now if anything I talk about today piques your interest, make sure you listen to who I say talked about that stock, and then go watch their video to get the full details on what they said. Now all I ask for putting all of this together for you guys is that you hit that like button, subscribe, and follow the page so that you can get notified when I release my next video. In fact, I'll give you 5 seconds to do that right now. Alright, before we get into today's stock picks, I just want to remind you that I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I talk about today is a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold. These are just my opinions, which may or may not be accurate. Please do your own research before investing in any assets. Alright, let's get into today's stock picks. First up is SHIB. This is the Shiba Inu coin. SHIB has now risen to number 19 out of all cryptocurrencies. Its market cap is over 11 billion and rising. If SHIB goes up in price by 50% to around 4 zeros and a 4.2, it will be in the number 11 spot right behind Dogecoin. If SHIB deletes a 0 and gets to 3 zeros and a 1, then it will be in the number 9 spot right behind Polkadot. If SHIB deletes 2 zeros and gets to 2 zeros and a 1, then it will be in the number 3 spot right behind Ethereum. And if SHIB deletes 3 zeros and gets to 1 cent, then it will have a market cap of over $4 trillion. It will be 4 times bigger than Bitcoin, and it will be worth more than all cryptocurrencies combined. Now, obviously, every crypto holder in the world is not going to sell all of their crypto and buy SHIB. That's ridiculous. But SHIB going up 50% is reasonable. Even deleting 1 zero and becoming the 9th largest crypto in the world is possible. Deleting 2 zeros and becoming almost as big as Ethereum is highly unlikely. And deleting 3 zeros, getting to 1 penny, and becoming larger than all cryptocurrencies combined is impossible. Now, while I think SHIB has a chance to run up some more, I do want you to keep your expectations reasonable and don't think that SHIB actually has a chance to get to 1 cent. 1 penny will be impossible unless SHIB burns more than 90% of all SHIB in existence. Next up is AMC. This is AMC Movie Theaters. AMC is closed above $40 for the past 2 trading days. Technically, AMC is very bullish, with the candles closing above all of the EMAs, the RSI rising, the MACD rising, and the MACD having formed a golden cross on Thursday. Next up is BBIG. This is Vinco Ventures. Keenan Grace talked about how BBIG received a $40 price target from a writer on Seeking Alpha. It should be noted that Seeking Alpha writers are bloggers, not professional analysts. The price target carries about as much weight as a YouTuber giving a $40 price target. And by the way, that same analyst said BBIG would hit $27 by September 22nd, and obviously BBIG barely got to half of that price. And as Keenan Grace pointed out, a lot of times these bloggers will post high price targets just to pump the stock in hopes of selling out at a much lower price. For example, the blogger might be hoping to sell at $20, and that's why he gave a $40 price target. Keenan Grace said buying BBIG at around $5 would be much better than buying at $8. That said, the volume has been picking up over the past few days as the price has been rising. BBIG formed a golden cross on the MACD, and it now has 4 days in a row with the candles closing above all of the EMAs. Technically, BBIG is very bullish right now. And looking at the short interest, BBIG has a 100% utilization rate with 0 shares left available to borrow. And Fintel ranks BBIG number 3 out of 5,469 stocks for short squeeze potential. Next up is DLTR. This is Dollar Tree. They're an American discount store. Larry Jones said he bought more DLTR last week as a hedge against inflation. Discount retailers tend to see higher profits during times of high inflation because consumers have less money to spend, so they tend to shop at more discount retailers in order to increase the amount they can purchase. Another discount retailer you might want to consider for an inflation hedge is Walmart, ticker symbol WMT. And next up is LCID. This is Lucid Group, and they're an American EV manufacturer. Larry Jones and Chris Sain both mentioned that they continue to dollar cost average into LCID. Chris Sain said LCID is riskier than other plays, but should be near a bottom. He thinks this will run up quickly. Technically, LCID is looking quite bullish, but does not have full confirmation of a rebound yet. The candles did close above all EMAs on both Thursday and Friday, and the MACD is rising, but it has not yet formed a golden cross. Next up is MARA. This is Marathon Digital Holdings, and they're a Bitcoin miner. ZipTrader said MARA has a 91% upside potential. Aside from the fact that Bitcoin has been running up lately, MARA is currently operating at a fraction of what they will be operating at by the middle of next year. MARA purchased 133,000 additional miners that will be installed in the next 6 months. That will increase MARA's hash rate to 13.3. Based upon that, ZipTrader gave a 2022 year-end price target of between $67.50 and $91.67. That is based upon Bitcoin trading at around $50,000 a coin by the end of next year. ZipTrader also gave a 2023 year-end price target of between $115 and $163 based upon Bitcoin trading at around $70,000 a coin by the end of 2023. If you believe Bitcoin will be trading at much higher prices, then that would increase ZipTrader's price targets. All of that said, the average analyst one-year price target is $62.50, which represents a 27% upside potential. The highest one-year price target is $87, which was given by a 5-star analyst 6 days ago. Next up is PROG. This is Progenity. Chris Sain said PROG has a chance to take off, but did recommend setting a stop loss at $2 in case it falls. Technically, PROG remains bullish with the candles closing above the 10-day and 100-day EMAs for the past 5 trading days. Short interest remains maxed out with a near 100% utilization rate. The current short interest is near 60%, which is very high. PROG remains poised for a short squeeze. PROG is number 1 out of 5,469 stocks for short squeeze potential on Fintel. PROG has the best short squeeze potential in the entire stock market right now. I agree with Chris saying that PROG is a great buy right now for a potential short squeeze. I don't think it's going to be a massive runner, but who knows? It really depends upon how much interest PROG can get from retail traders. I can see PROG getting to $4.50 this week if it continues to run up. I also agree with that $2 stop loss price Chris Sane gave. And last up is SOFI. This is SOFI, and they're an online fintech startup. Stockmo said he thinks SOFI has a chance to double in price by the end of next year, and he will be buying SOFI on Monday. Now technically, SOFI looks like it may have topped out and might start coming down here. I would wait to buy SOFI until it gets down to around $18 or less. If you're lucky, you might even be able to get SOFI under $17. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video and got a lot out of it. Comment down below what your favorite stock pick is. And if you're looking for a broker to trade with, you can sign up for Webull using my link in the description below. When you sign up for Webull using my link in the description below and deposit just $100, Webull's going to send you 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300. Also, make sure you apply for cryptocurrency trading on Webull, where you can buy Shiba Coin, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and many more. And if you're not a US resident, or if you're looking to trade OTC penny stocks, or if you just don't like payment for order flow, then I recommend Interactive Brokers. Interactive Brokers is a great trading platform. They have highly discounted trading throughout the world, including trades starting at just $1 US, $1 Canadian dollar, 4 euros, or 6 Australian dollars, depending upon where you live. And cryptocurrency trading is extremely low fees, with only a 0.18% fee on buys and sells. And both Webull and Interactive Brokers offer the full pre-market and after-hours trading from 4 a.m. until 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, finally, I want to remind you to hit that like button, subscribe, and follow the page if you haven't already. I hope you have a lot of success trading, and I will see you tomorrow.